Don't be using my.
Yes, people. Welcome back to this, what do we call this? The funeral edition. Another funeral for another Manchester United side. I almost was going to wear the robe today. I was gonna sing a song. I was gonna have some people sit in some pews. I almost did this from a church today. I said, you know what? This club ain't worth the damn time. I'll say that right now. What's going on, everybody? This is an impromptu emergency meeting for all Reds, foreign and domestic, like Casey will say. This show don't got no name. So this is just we crying and we sad. All right, and it's brought to you by RedDevilThreads.com. Use code StatesideReds for 10% of your order. Check them out. Shouts to them. And Valorian, Manukian, and Shakini and LLP, a law firm based out of Encino, California, specializing in personal injury. Hit them up, 747-444-4444. Hit them up today. Shouts to everybody there. We'll get right into it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right into it. Man United fall on the East Coast to Grimsby Town at Blundell. So what are we saying? You guys see the thumbnail. Y'all know what I'm on. If you follow me, you know what I'm on. Amorim out. Amorim out. Get him out. I'm sorry. I tried to ride the storm, but I said from the end of last season, I said, listen, how he starts this season is going to dictate a lot of stuff. How has he started this season? In 6 halves, we didn't have a goal until the second half of this game against a League Two time. That's the fourth division. The fourth division. Okay?
That's crazy.
Everybody, let me just say this right now. If you're watching, you want to join in today, I got the link in the chat. Go ahead, copy, paste the link. Just make sure that your camera is clear and your mic is clear. I'll have to drop you if you can't. So just to use this to get with us, use the link. It's in there. Copy and paste it, and just add your camera and mic, and we get right to it. Casey, before I go real into it, let me know what your thoughts on the game today.
It's unbelievable. I mean, we talked yesterday. We had a good show yesterday. This was not even on the radar. We were saying things like, what if we went 3-2, 2-1, 1-0? It's bad for the whole everybody. I don't know how to take it. I really feel like it's a dream. Grimsby asks questions of a Premier League club. They look like the Premier League club. They came out with energy, fight. They challenged us. And they also did what everybody else. Mikey, I hear you, Amorim out. But then I wonder, what's wrong with these players? Grimsby Town, the squad is worth $7 million or something like that. And you want to say a weak mentality, man, but then I remember this team was down 4-2 in a Europa League and came back and won. It's shocking. It's a bad look for Amorim. He I don't know what to say. I don't know. There's nothing you can say to. There's no analogy. There's nothing. This is a low. It's a new low. It's a new Ross Clot low. It's a new low. It's a new low. And I don't. The only thing I can say to I'm the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let Ronaldo say because my mind is still trying to absorb it. I was locking up the building at work. A gentleman who knows nothing about football, doesn't even watch sports, said to me, "Hey, I was just on Twitter. Was the Manchester United loss as bad as they're saying it was? They're comparing it to the Maple Leafs losing to some hockey team I've never heard of." And I said, "It's like Dodgers losing to a minor league team." And he was like, God, because Twitter's made it seem like it was terrible. So the
It's like
banter
an
came from
old game.
somebody who didn't want to do banter. He was just asking a question, and he knows I'm a Manchester United supporter. And he was like, "Was it really that as bad as Twitter's saying it?" And I was like, "It's worse." So to the normal, everyday person, civilian, they know Manchester United has lost one of the most ma- gigantic losses in the history of probably in all sports. I don't want to put that much on it, but I'm very fearful for Cameron. I think his job right now is there's what 3 games left: Burnley, Chelsea, City, to save his job. And I hate to be that critical about it, but you can't survive this. All I've seen is words was embarrassing, shocking, disgrace, and I don't want to let the players off the hook either. So go ahead, Ronaldo. I don't know.
Everybody's on the hook tonight, guys. I mean, it's anyone who got on that bus and dared to go back on that bus to go home, because I feel every motherfucker who came on that bus could have walked home after what happened tonight. It's everybody's fault. I mean, I mentioned it last night, right? Talk about being bottlers.
You
There's
did?
another bottler performance today. 4th division team. They look good today too. They, they look good today. They were not pressed today. They played like they didn't rate us. They were trying to score
Yeah.
corners. They were trying to
That's a
score
good.
corners on Onana, doing flicks. You know, they were weird. They were at home and they didn't want no fucking Mickey Mouse team to come in and beat them. And that's exactly how they played. They almost threw it away. And yeah, you know, because we're Man United and I guess we're in like the 3rd rung of hell or something. And we had to go through 13 rounds of penalties before we get knocked out. And the pain of having it right there, the 5th penalty, and our big money guy Cunha hit it right at keeper. And then the pain of another big money guy, Mbumo, hitting the post to end it. It's like just a whole culmination of just to remind us, just to spit in our face. So like, you dare had hope about Manchester United? You dare had hope about this team? You
It's
can't have
almost
no hope.
like it's like the football god said you can't
What are
buy
you
your
talking
way
about?
out of
There's no
this
hope. You still in the
ownership.
shit. You still in the mud. We're bottlers. We're in purgatory. It could get worse. We could get relegated this year. You know, it could get worse. Yeah, but we in the shit, and it's a lot of blame to go on. Yeah, you could blame the manager, you could blame the captain, and damn sure could blame all the players that underwhelmed today, and that guys who aren't as good as them individually, but clearly are better than them as a team. Run rings around it. Run rings around us. It was a proper humbling today. Utter embarrassment. Proper humbling. And
Proper humbling. I like that.
me. So, heads need a roll, or people need to be accountable for it. Something. But I know some people are like Amorim out, or this one out, that one out. If there's one person I don't want to see play for my club anymore,
Um,
is Andre Onana. That's enough.
yeah.
That's enough. That today, calamitous. You complained about not getting picked, and you came and laid that egg against a 4th division team. Fuck is you doing? It's you know, you want to get angry, you want to just sack the whole team. But you know, to what end? To what end? Because We've been doing this for 10 years now, right? 10, 13 years. Well, what's the guarantee the next guy comes in and fixes shit?
There's no guarantee. The deal. That's the deal. You don't get guarantees in this game because if it was, everybody would have their manager that's the most successful for 400 years. Yeah. That's how it works. You have to sack. Amorim out. I'm done playing. Y'all nicing it up. Amorim out. I'm starting to tirade now. Amorim put Onana on the pitch. He shouldn't have been there. I thought we were freezing him out. What happened to getting the new goalkeeper in? Now Onana automatically starts for this game? Get out. Out. Okay? Still playing this back three and defending with 5. Get out against the fourth. You putting in Fredrickson there, that's not his position. That's not what he's supposed to be there for. We have plenty of people that can play here in this position. We're putting in Fredrickson there fresh off of not playing. He's in there. Goes down his side, gets exposed. We're getting it's 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s running now. All it takes is one ball to get us on our back heel. One ball. The copium is crazy. The copium here is nuts because before it was, give him time. Fine, I was there. Give him time. I was there with you. Give him time. He still needs time. Just as early as this week, I said, give him time. That's the only reason I'm still here, to give him time. I also said if this continues on the way it happened, the way it is, it's not going to go far. Then it was, this is a blessing in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise that we lost out on having $100 million extra to add on to the players that we need. It was a blessing in disguise. He's going to get his preseason. He's going to have 1 day a week to train. He's going to have 1 day. I was there with you. I was right there with you. I was agreeing. I was there. But it was I don't agree with the blessing in disguise. I would never agree to that.
Mikey.
I have shit to say. I'm sorry. Losing is not a blessing. I'm sorry. I don't know where y'all from. Let me finish. I'll let y'all finish. I was quiet, and I let y'all finish. All right? You're right. Now it's, we won the league against Arsenal in a loss. Oh, my God. If we just take this into next week, we could, Amorim himself, we just showed we could beat any team in the league. We just showed. Turn around, lay an egg the next week, and draw on some humbug shit, and then do this. 3 days later, you do this? Oh, brother, get the fuck out of this club now, you Portuguese fraud. I want you gone. This back three is not working. It's not working. The midfield is not working. They need help. They're getting overrun with one ball from a guy you never heard of that's making 400 pounds a week, who work at the chip shop half the time. He probably don't got health insurance. I'm taking it away. He probably makes very good money. Actually,
NIH. He got NIH. That's not America. He got health insurance.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I know they probably make good money in that league too. I'm really hamming it up. But you do that. Then you play. Just Green says you play Kobe next to Bruno. I thought that couldn't work. Kobe today was god awful with the rest of them. He want to move. He ain't played in 3 games. What you putting him in today? To try to figure it out. We should be sleepwalking beating this team. Sleepwalking being able to beat this team. Yet we getting outplayed, getting bullied off the ball. Giving them possession. Them running it down on us. Now, granted, they didn't have all the possession. Our goal, I don't even want to hear nobody tell me about Onana. We know Onana sucks. We all know that. We didn't come into here thinking, he's going to be better this year. Nobody thought that. We had an idea like maybe if we have more possession, it'll take away from his involvement in the game, which is a terrible thing to say in itself. But that fucking guy sucks. It should have never went to penalties. I don't blame them for missing their penalties. I don't blame it because it should have never went that far. Penalties, when you start going into penalties, that thing's a lottery. It's a great equalizer. Anybody can win on that day. So all your money and your fame and all that means nothing when you go into penalties. And Sean said it. He said, we're going to lose when we get into penalties. I didn't want to be that negative. I was holding out hope, but I felt even if we won this game, I wanted him gone because of what I thought. That coward couldn't even look and watch the damn penalties. Watch what you've done. Open your eyes and watch what you've done.
You saw Onana dove the wrong way half of the kicks. He dove the wrong way for half of the kicks. He got his hands on 5, and 4 to 5 went in the fucking net. Guy got fucking put in for hands, put in for wrists.
We know he sucks. This is what he does. He shouldn't be playing. Tom Heaton had a couple good games in the preseason. That guy can't smell the pitch for whatever reason. But Onana's your answer?
Should have been in tonight.
Come on, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear it. I tried. Yo, y'all, go scroll to the top, hit that link, come in the chat and talk. That's what I want to hear y'all talk today. Get in the chat, get on the camera. You don't even have to get on camera. You can do it with your voices. Get in the chat and talk today. That's why we're here. Scroll up. All right, but I'm not letting him off the hook. I'm not. These players were bad, but they're set up bad. They're set up without stability. I'm seeing Bruno hitting Hollywood passes 60 yards out. That's going out of bounds consistently because he's playing in a deeper position. I don't want that. I don't care to see that. Sheffield today, I'm not looking at Sheffield today. Sheffield looked like Rasmus today. I couldn't tell the difference. I couldn't tell the difference between the two of them. Okay? I'm sorry. You have to get results. I know you have this system, a system I ain't seen work in 2 back-to-back games. I haven't seen the system work for you to a point where a brother can't even cut his hair. A nigga can't even cut his fucking hair because we ain't seen the system work consistently in back-to-back games. Get out, bro. Yeah. Get out, bro. Get out. This made-up system in your head. Get out, bro. I'm tired. I was. If we would have won this game, you know what would have happened? We would have won this game. Then we would have got all hyped up on copium again. We would have took a nice line of copium. And then
nobody was getting hyped up about today unless we hit them.
You see how good they're putting it together. Because there's people saying it now. There's people saying it now like, you know what? I can't even look out. No. Amorim gotta go. Europa League final, 15th, 7 wins in 29. A League 4, a Division 4 team beating you for the first time in your history. You cannot survive that.
Yesterday was the anniversary for MK Dons in 2014.
Yeah.
There's 2 incidents I saw. They were 3 versus 1 on their attack. 3 versus 1. And I saw it twice. And I was like, I when I saw it, y'all, when you have when you get amped up and you can feel your adrenaline going. I was like, oh my Jesus Christ! I saw that twice, 3 versus 1. The tactics aren't working.
These people are shameless. Any win, especially the American fans, any win we get oh my God, look at this. We damn near won the Arsenal. Man, we just take it in the next year. It's the same story. Show up for the big teams, get bullied by the minnows.
We have to admit, this hasn't been a big regression since Arsenal. This has been a regression. Mikey, well said. Everything you said was well said. I'm not going to even argue with you about nothing. I can't, because when I have people from Manchester texting me, this is a disgrace. Amorim has to go. The system is not working. And those are the things that people are saying. Nana got a lot of visceral, but then you have to say,
I called ISO.
Okay, but I'm saying, yes, we know Anana's bad, but I'm asking the coach, why aren't we scoring goals with that lineup?
Yep. Yeah, Onana's side, our futility today in attack was very discouraging.
Come on,
very sobering.
Let me just read some of these comments, and I'm gonna let you take over real quick because it's building up now. It's almost too much.
Yeah, go get it, go.
Players out. Johnny Hill. If we carry on this trajectory that was at club, we'll lose our best CV. He's leaving. Real Madrid's gonna come calling. He's gone, and nobody. Now, no one would have been hyped up, bro, against this League Two team. Yeah, you've never seen this fan base before. Dylan Cleary, we're getting bullied by literally everyone for a decade with a downward trajectory since I was 10. At a point, we have to sit with, I guess you meant it. I don't know what HT, y'all young folks be having all these acronyms and whatnot. Sean McKenzie, man brought up Mason Mount to playing wingback. To playing wingback, sack this guy, 100%. Lucky Singh, Kobe performance, Manu get him out. Okay.
Whoa.
We just spent 200 million on tens and the striker to move Bruno out of position. He's best at. Didn't bother to get a legit midfielder next to him. Yep. Butterfingers, Labille. Charles to Labille. Shocker Junkie, big up, fellas. Big up your damn self. Thanks for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Look, Just Kareem's in the chat. What's up, man? What's going on, man? Holler at us. What you got to say on this?
What's going on, fellas? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we
very
hear
good.
Okay.
Oh, he came in and said Amorim out underneath the name. Oh, what's up, man? How you feeling today, man?
It's crazy that he mentioned that MK Don's loss because that's what I was thinking about here. But at least then we had the common sense to go get Jose Mourinho. And I understand Jose wasn't the best manager for us, but he was the best manager we had since Fergie. Like, he literally could implement his system, do what he wanted to do, and we were able to win with him to the point where we got second. And back then, we got second. We weren't even happy with that. But what will we do for second right now?
Man.
I got a few fingers I'll give up for second place right
Yeah, we could do some Yakuza shit. Chop that shit off.
Shit.
What will we do for second right now? Like, that look, I was on the whole let Amarin stay till December, like till Christmas, to see where we were, to give him a chance in the league, so at least give him a year, because we got him last November, I believe. So
Yeah.
I was on the whole, all right, we give him a year. But you cannot finish the way we finished last year, lose the Europa, finish with the worst record, the least amount of points that we finished with in the modern era of Man United. The least amount of points, finished 15th, where we could have easily finished 17th, which would have been the worst team of the promoted sides in the Premier League. So there would have been nobody under us. The team that finished 17th was the team that beat us in the Europa, that looks way better this year, because they decided they had enough guts to fire their coach, even though he won them that Europa. But we can't fire our coach with mediocrity. Oh, we got to give him time. Give him time. Real Madrid wouldn't do this. Barcelona
Facts.
wouldn't do this. Bayern Munich wouldn't do this. PSG wouldn't do this. Chelsea wouldn't do this. Nobody in our league in the top 6 would do this. The only team I would think, Man City won't even think about doing something like this because they're not even in that stratosphere, because they don't have to fire their coach because they got the best coach, probably one of the best in history. Same thing with Liverpool had Klopp. We were talking about Klopp the other day. The only thing I was going to say about Klopp, when y'all was saying Klopp wasn't that great his first year. Klopp's first year, he implemented his system. He got 8th. They got to the Europa League final. If y'all remember, we played them in the Europa League final. We played them in the Europa League semis that year, I believe. The next year, what he did was they had no Europe football, right? They had no Europe football. He built that team to where they got 4th and they got into the Champions League. That next year, when they got into the Champions League, they made it to the final. They made it to the final with him in the Champions League. And what he also did with that team is they recognized that they needed 2 key players. If y'all remember, they spent that Coutinho money and they bought 2 players. They bought Allison and they bought Van Dijk. And that is what wound up winning them the league eventually.
And then look back.
We can't give up Bruno, who's going to be 32 years old, and we're supposed to be in a rebuild. Why are we keeping Bruno, Casemiro, some of these other players on this team if they're not on the same timeline that we're on? Get the money for them. Oh, we can't lose Bruno. We can't lose Bruno. We have been the worst that we've ever been with this dude as our captain, but yeah, he's some kind of great Man United legend. The last 2 years, we've had some of the worst records we've ever had. I thought 2 years ago was going to be the bottom line, the worst. We outdid that last year. So,
If we
hey,
if we
listen,
look sharp,
I'm
we'll
not
do it
here
again
to,
this year.
I ain't here to take up this show, but
No, you
y'all,
got great points.
No, keep
No,
rolling, dog.
be
y'all can
quiet
say what
because you're not lying. You're not
y'all can,
lying, bro.
y'all can say what y'all want, but the reality is, dude, nah, this is not. You can't go. You can't go to There was people in England that didn't even know what the hell Grimsby is. They couldn't even tell you. All through the fan chat, nobody knows where that is.
No,
Nobody knows where that is.
that's
They were
it. That's
saying,
all I know.
they were like, "Oh, I think it's by the sea." They don't even know where that is. That's like people from where I live in Jersey. You ask people from Jersey where Camden is. We don't know where it is. We just know we don't want to go there.
Yeah, you know what Camden is. Don't front. Front.
Hey, listen, I just know I'm not going there. I see that on the
Right,
turnpike. I'm
facts,
going
facts,
past
facts,
it. I'm going past
facts.
it. But nah, look, all jokes aside, I'm not even trying to get emotional about this no more. That dude got to go. And it's not
Yep.
because I don't want to give him time, and it's not because I don't want to see something built. It's just because it's the principle of it. You
Yeah.
cannot lose at Grimsby. I don't care if it was penalties or not. It shouldn't have even got to penalties because they scored 3 goals. Now, if you want to say one of their goals shouldn't have counted with if there was VAR, the bottom line is
Dude. Mm-mm.
they
You know,
probably
I'm
That,
gave the
thinking about what
handball.
you said though.
that Onana flop, I don't care if he caught the ball and put it in the net. Onana should have done the same thing. That's a goal.
That
I
shit.
don't want to hear none of our fan base spitting
Nope.
that kind of rhetoric. I swear that I'll run down on
Yeah,
somebody. I don't want to hear that.
nah, we had no business winning that. They deserved to win that game. They were the
They
better
deserved it
team.
when they brought it to us.
No.
Exactly.
They were the better
It went
team.
into penalties, and I was like, you know what, bro? I don't even give a fuck no more. They deserve to win this. We don't get to smash and grab and roll out like that. Pause. We don't get to just have that kind of robbery, midnight robbery. Like, nah, they getting what they got what they deserve. The better team won today, and we can say that. And like, shout out to Grimsby Town. We deserve everything we're getting. I'm not mad. I was on TikTok, and I'm like, listen, everybody bantering me. Yeah, buddy, you're going to the championship. I hope you like this and that. I hope you like cold pies. And I'm like,
Straight up, the football god stepped into that,
yeah.
intervened. It was like, nah, United ain't getting this win. Y'all ain't
And
getting
then
this win.
I start with that greasy head designer wearing fuck from Portugal. That's what it starts with. I'm sorry. I don't
What
fuck
did he
with
pull out his tactics board for? What was he doing that for? It didn't look like nobody was looking
that.
at it.
Dude, y'all can't tell me that wasn't the most embarrassing thing ever.
Not
That's
looking at
horrible.
that. Was
By
We up
far.
embarrassing.
2-0, and that dude
He
is
had to
on
pull
the
it out because
board.
he couldn't believe what the fuck he was seeing.
He might as well have had a Ouija board at that point.
That shit could have
Yeah.
been a monopoly board. Hell,
Hey, hey, Kareem, you know what's ill about this? Because our finish, when we finished 15th, this is why we played so early in this damn League
Right,
Cup.
right.
Why we're in the second round.
I was looking to see when Liverpool and Man City and
They don't
Newcastle
play
Nah,
till
played.
they got buys.
Christmas.
I just
They don't play
realized
till
we were putting
Christmas.
Serious
in the
teams get
second
buys.
They don't
round.
play till like I think it's the fourth round. I
is
think
next they
I think
play next month with Well, no, Champions League start next month, so they don't play until like November, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
just did
don't
the
play
draw.
till
They
like
just
the.
did the draw today, and I ain't even had a heart to watch it.
Yeah, we can't watch the draw.
Well,
You
I
know
didn't
what's ill?
renew. I didn't
I'll watch
renew.
it. At least I get to see some good football. I'm watching the Champions
Hey,
League.
our man said yesterday we aren't ready to play in Europe, but he's happy that we get these extra days to practice. Now you got
Yo,
extra days to
what
practice. Now
what
you got extra days.
what United manager says that?
Yeah, it's
Like,
facts.
what manager said? Like, how do we even say give this dude more time after saying something stupid like that?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind
we
of
can't.
it's like
We're not ready to play in Europe. Really?
Mind
Who are
you,
who are
two
we?
weeks
Crystal
ago,
Palace? Oh
2 weeks
no,
Those
we
ago,
guys,
playing in
those
Europe.
guys aren't better. We're not a team yet, guys. He's not lying. He's not
No,
two
lying.
years ago, 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago, Mandem was saying we could beat any team in the league.
we can't
Remember
beat no. We can't beat any team in League Two.
a loss where the team scored in the 13th minute and we could not score. He said, "Oh, that just goes to show we can beat any team in the league." And now fast forward to this. He gotta go, bro. I'm sorry. And look, I like him. I like what he's trying to do. I hate the principle of it, but the fact of the matter is, you have to sack until you get somebody.
That could at
Nobody's
least
stabbing me, telling me
get
I
you
have
points.
greasy hair. Just you have greasy hair. I have no hair. Shut up with that. Talking about say that in England, you're getting stabbed. Shut up. Nobody's stabbing me.
What
What the hell
happened?
you talking about?
What are you talking about stabbing?
These weirdos. I said, what's his name has greasy hair. His hair is greasy. It's slick. What are you talking about? I didn't call him a grease ball. Shut up, bro.
Who told you you
Last,
didn't stabbed? What are you talking about?
Banter.
He's
That's
not
some
in this
banter.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, like say that in England, you're getting stabbed. What, bro? I've been to England plenty times.
Yeah.
Never happened. Anywho, yeah, bun that. He can't
First of
say these
all,
things. He can't say these types of things. Go ahead.
anybody who watches this show, please don't act like these dudes ain't well traveled out here. Please don't do us like that. We ain't like that,
Yeah.
bro. Please don't
I'll be
treat
in
us like
England
that.
all the time, and and not saying that nothing can't happen to me, but I've been fine. Okay, so you stop this. If you want to be soft, don't watch our stuff. You could be soft on Mark Goldbridge and them stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could do that, but we here with just Kareem right now. You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah,
Jersey.
you did a great job, man. Respect to Jersey.
bro, listen, man. I'm happy we have we have a couple now, so I'm just happy that there's American channels because I can't wake up at some of them times in the morning to watch those European channels, the channels in England. So I gotta watch the replays.
Nah, and we
But
gonna keep it 100 for you, bro. We gonna keep
Yeah,
it 100.
I be getting up. I don't get up, but like I get up to go to the gym, and that's when I get to hear it. And that shit is at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they had already did this show an hour ago, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm getting up for that. We got to do our
like
own.
some of them. I do. I probably got into watching the fan channels from the United Stand, but most of the people I like on the United Stand all left and started their own channels. So I started watching some of the other guys. But yeah, no, it's depressing. I'm not happy. I'm sure we're all gonna wake up tomorrow and the headline's gonna be crazy.
Crazy.
they gonna be crazy. I'm sure I'm gonna get alerts in the middle of the night saying Ruben Amber ain't close to being sacked. He might get sacked on Sunday.
Well,
Because they know what it is.
all about
We
this.
actually do have the right people in place, by the way. I do. I think the people in the front office now are really starting to get it. Because I can see the signings and I can see what they're trying to do. But this is not their manager per se. I think this is Omar's guy. This is not necessarily our director's manager. So he's going to advocate for getting his own guy pretty soon, I'm sure.
I can see that.
What do y'all think about this? Do you think he should, instead of getting fired, he should just have the stones to just step down? I know he won't for the money because the money be on the table, but should he just step down?
He said before he'd leave if it's not working and not take money. He's that kind of guy. That's why I feel so bad for him. He's making his mistakes, and these fucking frauds are making it look. They make it look worse for him. And honestly, he still ain't have his whole side. You got a bunch of Ten Hag rejects still playing for him.
But we're about to do we're gonna do the same thing. We got a manager. We gave him a summer transfer window. Sign your players. 2 weeks in, gone.
Beat Grimsby.
Dude,
that's all we're saying. Beat Grimsby.
You should be able to roll out 11 guys and go sit up in the box and beat Grimsby.
Yeah, you should.
The under 21 should be able to beat Grimsby.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe.
Or at least do better than we did.
He brought in a couple under 21s. He could have had OB in there if he wanted to. He put Fredrickson in there.
Yep.
Dude, the young kid, JJ, the 14-year-old could have played.
He could have played.
Yeah. They would have clapped them guys.
It shouldn't matter who we put out there. We should win. It's Grimsby Town. It's League Two. It should not matter what is out there.
But we have to come with the right attitude and the right mentality, and that didn't happen. So we got our ass kicked.
Bruno alone more than an entire club. Bruno alone.
I honestly believe if he had some flexibility and went to a three-man midfield, we would have better results.
We will. I
Because
Yes.
think so. I believe it.
I truly believe it's that simple. Because there was 2 times today, guys, when I saw 3 versus 1 in the midfield attack. 3 midfielders versus 1. I saw that twice, and I couldn't really watch the game totally because I was at work. But I seen that twice, and I was like, "What is this?"
What top team in the world plays 5 at the back?
There's 9
Um,
in at that.
No, there's not one. There's not one. There's some that play 3. Like PSG will play 3, but they play 3-5. They don't play 5-3. They don't play with 5 guys defending. Hakimi ain't back there just defending all the time. That dude is bombing up. And the other kid, what's the other kid?
Hold on real quick.
Kid.
Let me get these comments in real quick. I'm gonna let you go, Chris. We're getting flooded now. DJ Labs Worldwide, arrest Ten Hag now. I like how Ten Hag's gonna get arrested now. We definitely need a shout out to Moon. That's my boy. Definitely need a 3-man midfield. Love how you boys are supporting us. Your knowledge is on point. Shout out to Dad of Caesar. Hey, thank you. Because just a minute ago, somebody said he's gonna stab me. Now we're getting love from out here. So that's what I like to see.
man was like,
Grimsby second squad, Man City U21 beat Grimsby 3-0. Hey, listen, I'm not the one saying it. Yes, we put new players on the pitch. Kobe Mainu, okay. Ten Hag revisionism, not touching that. Cheese, get on the show, Cheese. Have Watford vibes, Marmot Man. But Amorim doesn't understand the English game. Yeah,
maybe,
he might be.
maybe.
He'll step down before he gets sacked. Read that. New players gave them a chance. What did they do? Okay. Blackstro, word is Amorim might walk on his own. He should. New players gave chance. Okay, you said that. I banned this dude. Beef in chat. Nah, there's no beef. Bro, just weird. Johnny Hill, remember, guys, the storm is coming. Apparently, the amount of storms that are apparently coming, we're going to be stuck in a tornado. Nigga, a monsoon. A motherfucking monsoon. That's what's going to be. Bednar's that Grimsby, somebody got paid. All right, we're not doing that. Manu is lazy. Needs to go. Ugarte out. Onana is a little diving. It's a joke diving like Little Mermaid. The manager is not the issue. The players who feel big and entitled, bro, shut up.
George?
No way. I'm sorry. I mean, shut up in the best way possible, George. Shut up in the best way possible. We should be sleepwalking through these guys. It shouldn't even be close. It's not none of Onana made his mistakes today, sure, but we should be beating them 6 and 7. No. I'm not letting y'all get this guy off the hook here. And Marmama, after the game, I thought if they lose to Burnley, then he'll be fired. But this interview felt like his last 100%.
He got 3 more games to save his job. Okay, so the person said new players who didn't show up. What new players are you chatting about? Sesko?
I think they meant like Mainu and Onana were complaining they were getting minutes. I think that's what they're talking about.
What new these dudes have all played Premier League games. The only new player on that pitch was Sesko. If you want to keep it 100. Listen, that lineup was good. Listen, that team was only worth 7 mil.
Why we keep saying Ollie? Why do you keep saying Ollie's at a club? Ollie's at Besiktas, isn't he?
He's
Besiktas. He's at Besiktas.
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah.
He's at a proper club. He don't need
coming back. He ain't coming back.
Hey, Just Kareem, thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate you joining us, dog. Hey, and we'll
appreciate you guys.
We'll be dropping the link more. Just feel free to drop in, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we'll run it like that. Look, y'all, the link's up. The link is up in the chat. Y'all can go ahead and join us. We want to have y'all join in, bro. This is a chat for all of us. And Just Kareem, he comes in and talks to us every day. He says the same stuff every day. He just was able to say it live to our face. Yeah. And he was making bare sense. You know, we was hanging on, you know, some of us are a little bit more like we have a little bit more with the managers. We've seen it, and like, not saying he hasn't, but just saying we've seen what this thing looks like, and we like the players a little more, or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, bro, you got to sack until you get the right dude. And I just thought that I didn't even think we would lose today's game. I felt like if we did lose, it's going to be like a 1-0 and then everybody get behind the ball type thing, like I said on Monday. But to lose this way, to get 2-0 in the first half, come on, man.
It's crazy.
Come on, man. Let's give you a few more comments. And Ronaldo, I forgot to let you do your thing. I'm going to let you go crazy after this. Okay, man, there's a lot going. We're getting a lot of just the most shots we ever got in the show. DJ Live Worldwide, Burnley, Man City, Chelsea next. Burn City sounds like a Street Fighter or Street or something. Bruno's a petulant child and should not be our captain. Woo.
Well, let's analyze Bruno.
Hold on. Let me read the rest of these. George correct mentality. Players, I don't know what encouragement. I guess you meant encouragement. Okay. Players is only one half, not two. It wasn't even a whole half, to be honest. Trust me, Gareth Southgate will be here after the internationals, bro. Don't say that.
Don't say that. Fuck that.
Don't say that on this chat. They better not show up for the next game. Besiktas, yes, he's at Besiktas. Not good in a 2. Kobe is an amazing player, but terrible athlete. Oof.
Damn.
I think he's just in a wrong.
I think he's in the wrong system.
I agree. Oh, look who here. Ross Klotz. The general.
You've been crying.
Tougher man era. Ross Klotz. All right.
Man.
Let's say the Bruno thing, because Dad of Caesar, big up Dad of Caesar, brought up this. He said Bruno's a petulant child. We'll actually put it up here and should not be our captain. I think that's a great segue. We're still gonna talk about this because we're hurting. Oh, this is a therapy session for us. But what's y'all? I think Bruno's being played out of position.
I honestly, on my drive home from work, I promised to God I was thinking this. I think Bruno's a bad leader. Let me just go on. I've coached in some great locker rooms, and I just think about my leaders before the game, how they get to the team and they say stuff like, "Oh, we ain't losing to these bumps today." Like they look every guy in the eye like, "We're not losing to these bumps." I've seen good captains address their locker room, and it's just gonna come off harsh, but Bruno has had some of the worst losses in this team's history. Some of the worst seasons in this team's history. Yes, Bruno works hard, but maybe he's not the type of guy to motivate. We don't know what goes on in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing how that team came out, and even if Bruno didn't play, he should have been to a man, but like, we're not losing to this team today. I don't care what happens. We don't lose today, but we do lose. The Tottenham game, that's the game where your captain should just be like, "No, coach don't need to talk. Get out, coach. I got this." Guys, we're putting the ball in the net, but we don't put the ball in the net. I love Bruno. He's a workaholic, but some guys shouldn't be leaders just because they don't get hurt. And I feel like this is the Bruno Slayton hour. I don't want to slate him. He's a great player. He's not a legend. He's a great player, but he's not getting, like, the coach is not getting the best out of his team. Our captain is not getting best out of his team. Am I wrong for saying that? And I mean, you got to look at his resume. Bruno has the worst seasons, the worst losses since World War II.
No, see, now I gotta stop.
But that's not on Bruno. That's a collective film. That's not just purely on the captain.
Bruno the losses, and then when he wins, give the team the wins. That's not how it works.
What are his great wins?
I'm saying winning is a team thing. You win as a team. No one man.
We're just talking about the captain, though. I'm talking about a captain.
Yeah, but like when he wins, we're not saying nothing about him being a captain. I think that's what we mess up in football discourse, is that we start looking at team statistics and attribute it to one person. And then when the team doesn't do what we look at, it's like I think we've all said
You think he's a great captain?
I think he's a good captain. I don't think he's a great captain. I think he's a good captain for the team. You hear beautiful things being said about Bruno all the time about other players. Ezra D, shout to you. I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. But yeah, we've heard beautiful things said about Bruno throughout the from different players all the time. And when it works out, everybody is quiet and nobody's saying nothing about Bruno. Everybody.
How many times has it worked out?
When he scores a goal, you're sitting on your head. You're not sitting on your hands. You're in the air. Bruno, yes, that's my captain. That's my guy. You're saying that.
Has it worked out more than it hasn't worked out?
Is that a Bruno issue or is that a team issue? Is that just a Bruno issue primarily?
Okay, well, Bruno's a good captain. I'll leave it at that.
Good captain. I just think that there's a lot of issues that's wrong. And he could be a part of it at times. Like these last 3 games, he hasn't been great. But now we're all acting like Bruno ain't never did nothing for the club before. That's crazy.
I didn't say that.
We gotta be fair. We gotta be fair. And like he acts like a child. Guys, have y'all ever played any sport before? Everybody does this.
High levels. I played on high levels.
Everybody gets or argues with the ref. Bitches, complains, moans, all of it. I've never seen one. Roy Keane, who we love so much, used to do it all the time. Okay. After D, what do you think about Bruno? Thank you for coming to the show, brother. Thank you for coming to the show. I'm not defending Bruno. I'm just saying let's be fair with our criticism.
We didn't we do the same thing to Maguire when Maguire was captain and things weren't working, and all of a sudden we put everything on Maguire. Fuck Slaphead, fuck Harry, fuck this guy, and everybody was clapping because he got the armband stripped. So
he earned the shit he was getting because he was playing badly.
Well, he was playing bad, but the play and the captaincy are kind of a little bit different.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Ezra, let's weigh in. Let's get your opinion on this real quick.
What's the conversation?
It's about Bruno. You think is Bruno a good captain? Do you think Bruno should remain the captain? Do you think Bruno's a part of what's going wrong at Man United? Like what's being said now?
Harsh.
So I think Bruno's a good player. I don't think he's a good captain. And I think he's getting played out of position. That being said,
on that. Yeah.
That being said, his best position is a 10, but are we really going to drop Cunha or Mbumo to play him in the 10? We just spent a lot of money on both of those guys. I don't think they should be holding bench for Bruno. We shouldn't be having this conversation. We should have sold Bruno when the Saudi bid came in. He shouldn't be playing for this club. And if those rumors about the Eddie head are true, get him out of here. Just get him out of here. Go get that Baleba money. Get the Lamens kid in. Just start over. Bruno, like that chapter, that Bruno Fernandes chapter is over. We have to. He has to pass the baton. It can't be Bruno going forward.
I feel what you're saying. Let me just get at this. A couple comments right here. Dad Caesar. I'm not comparing them as players. See, that's the thing. Y'all gotta turn this on. Turn it on. Get in your ear. Get off the wax real quick and listen to what man is saying. Okay, I said as far as leadership goes, as far as the complaining went, Roy Keane used to do that. Roy Keane willingly broke a man's leg and ended his career. Like, so let's stop acting like
he didn't need to end his career.
That's a part of the game. That's the part. Well, he didn't end his career. He went on and played and was never the same afterwards. But like, that's a part of the game is people's attitude, and people show it in different ways. Just because a lot of y'all are these macho, manly men that's so hard and so tough and so. Oh, I'm Marcus Aurelius, and I'm stoic, and I don't show any emotion, and I want my captain to do the same thing. Yeah, right. Until something really happens, and y'all showing emotion. Everybody plays different, and show. Just yesterday, people were like, "Oh, look at Cunha's attitude. Now he got attitude. Before he was a maverick." You see what I'm saying? Everybody shows it differently. So nobody's comparing them as players. I know Keno and Bruno are two different players, and technically maybe there's something there that to be said. But as far as the attitude thing goes, my man was getting sent off with red cards he can't remember. He was jamming into man, stepping on man. That's just how he played. And we don't fault him for it. This is how Bruno plays, and I don't fault him for it. So that's what it is. Not that's what it is. That's what I'm saying there. But so Ezra D is saying, well, y'all, everybody, where would you like to see Bruno play? Because he's not going anywhere now.
Where would I like to see him play?
Yeah, where would you like to see him play? Because not going, or are you in favor of keeping the manager? Because we're not getting the best out of Bruno, or we're not getting the best out of these players?
For one, I would like to see Bruno play in Saudi Arabia. That's one. This manager. So with Amorim, I like the guy, right? But like can only go so. I like the club more than I like him. So it's like
You love the club more than yeah.
I have no loyalty to any manager. I have no loyalty to any formation. I have no loyalty to any player. I have loyalty to the badge. I'm not player FC. I'm not manager FC. I'm Manchester United FC. I could care less. I couldn't possibly care less about a manager underperforming or a player underperforming. Get him out. What are they still here for? This is Manchester United. So, I mean, like, so the system, the 3-4-3, I don't think that the system is bad. I think the interpretation of the system is the issue.
Okay.
Three at the back isn't the problem. I think it's the midfield is the issue. If he's going to play 3 at the back, that's fine. Play 3-5-2. Get more players in the midfield. It's that simple, especially in the Premier League. You cannot play a 2-man midfield in the Premier League. Look, listen, I'm only 26. I didn't start watching football until 2023.
That's how basic the problem is, though.
When I first started watching this sport, I was like, all right, let me find a league I can like. I have Peacock, so it's like the Premier League comes with Peacock. So I was like, okay, well let me watch Premier League. From the first game I ever watched, it was Luton Town versus Wolves, right? Which was the last full season Eric Ten Hag, the season we went in the FA Cup. It was Luton Town versus Wolves. I think it was Wolves away for Luton Town. I'm watching a game because this is before I chose a team to like support. I'm watching a game, and the first thing I realized within the first 15 minutes, I'm like, yo, this is very physical, especially in the midfield. And then I kept watching games in the Premier League. And then it dawned on me, this is the philosophy of the Prem, a strong midfield. If you don't have a strong midfield, you're cooked. Doesn't matter what formation, doesn't matter what players you put in there. If you get overrun in the midfield, you're cooked in this league. And then like that, because of that, I feel like these players are now used to like, okay, like it's in their mind now that like they're weak. And they can't get out of that mood or that feeling that like we're gonna get cooked in this midfield. And I'm watching it happen week in, week out. That Arsenal performance, that shit had us that had the fan base like bamboozled. I don't know how y'all feel. I get that Liverpool is like our biggest rivals. I
hate Arsenal, man.
I absolutely despise Arsenal. Losing to Arsenal, the first time I'm not gonna. This is gonna be very personal. When we played them in the FA Cup and we knocked them out, I cried. Like I was that happy, like that we won. Like I'm so serious. I cried. Like I do not like Arsenal. That first game, like I was devastated that we lost that shit. And I'm looking at people saying, "Well, we played well." We did not play well. Like it looked like we played well, but the reality of the situation is, once Arsenal scored that goal, and people were like, "Oh, we had so much possession, we had all these shots." They sat back and dared them to break us the fuck down. They dared us to break them down, and we had to sit there for 90 minutes and watch that shit. Manu no minutes, Ugarte getting subbed on. Fucking who else came on? Who Harry Maguire getting subbed? Wait, no, or that was Fulham. I think that was Fulham. Man, the shit is just terrible, man. I don't know. I don't know where we go from there, honestly.
Okay, so that's my biggest thing. In an ideal world, here's a question for everybody here. Let's start with Cheese. What would you like to see change? Because he's not getting sacked. I don't think he's getting sacked, and that's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it. So if you could talk to, all right, boom, you could call Ruben right now and say something to him that would change his mind. What would you say to him right now to get the team clicking? What would you say? What would be the first few things you say? And it can be anything.
I have no words for that. I know what I want, and I want a change of mentality. I want us to play 90 minutes of football. The shit I saw today was so simple, and that killed me. That killed like everything. I got everything I asked for, minus Onana starting, and Grimsby had all the vibes when I wanted us to have the vibes. I got everything I wanted. The man rotated his squad. He had Mainu start. He benched Bruno. I literally, all of you had Bruno in your starting lineup. The man benched Bruno. I got everything I asked for, minus the vibes. Grimsby had all the vibes. And it again, Mike, your point, one ball, and we're out of position. So that's what I want. I don't know what to say to Ruben Amorim because he doesn't change his system. I just want him to say something to the players so that they're like, we're going to play 90 minutes of football. We're going to fight the entire 90 minutes. We're going to battle the entire 90 minutes. We're going to focus on winning our individual battles. We're going to have some discipline. Like, that's all I want, man. I want a solid 90 minutes out of this club. Like, go down fighting. We're the only ones beating ourselves every week. To my man's point, Arsenal is just like, please have the ball and break us down. We are not afraid of you. We'll bet on our defense, Saliba and Gabriel all day. Bring it. Come break us
One
down.
of the top back lines in the league.
And Arsenal are fucking shit.
They had a bad
I
game.
don't care if they're.
It made us look good. Arsenal made us look good. We didn't make us look good.
I
don't know what to say, Mikey, but I know what I want.
Okay, that's fair. I think what you're saying is fair. I haven't heard anything crazy. I guess what I would say to Ruben is like you can't be as rigid, bro. I'm sorry, you can't be rigid. You have to learn to adapt to every team. Pep's doing that. Pep has a philosophy that works, and when it don't work, the Man City fans get mad at him all the time because it's like, why did he do this? Why did he do that? He changes shit in game all the time. And like, I'm not saying he's not changing the tactics from time to time, but like he needs to drastically change it from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we play with a 3 sometimes in the midfield. Maybe we go to, a 4-3-3 sometime. Just anything to spice it up to see what works. I just in life in general, I've never seen somebody do one thing and it's like, that was it. That worked. First time. Hey, all right. Didn't have to change anything. That was great. I didn't have to go through the woes of trying 1,000 different things. It happened for me on the first time. Never seen that. Try different things, bro. You got the players. We got and earlier we were saying like, he still doesn't have his guys, brother. He's gotten a bunch of guys that he asked for. Is Dorgu hurt today? Was he leggy today to y'all?
I thought it was the usual thing. Like everything was going down the left for the most part.
We asked for him. We asked for Dorgu, right? We asked for Xerxes. We asked for Lenny Euro, Delict. We asked for these guys. All the new front line, we asked for these players. And all we're asking Amorim to do is win at Grimsby.
Just get a win. Just get 3 points, man.
Win at Grimsby, bro. We gave you 7 players in the last 9 months. Can you win at Grimsby for us? Nah, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I don't know.
He's over here saying we're gonna change 22 players. Like, what do you? No, you can't. No shit. You can't change 22 players.
Have the floor, Brian. What do you think?
Amorim, the quote that really strikes me about Amorim's post-game presser was how he said the team spoke loudly for me. I didn't have to speak. And you can interpret that a few different ways. To me, and I saw a lot of people online, the players are kind of over it. If the players know we're going to get cooked in the midfield, like, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, my man, but great points on the midfield. We're always going to get cooked running 2 in the mid. You cannot do this. And it sounds really noble and shit to like die by your principles, but that's fucking stupid in sports. You need to get wins. If you need to, my system isn't doing it. It worked it worked when he was at Sporting. It is not working here. If he doesn't change things against Burnley, we're going to get cooked again because we don't show up for the lower teams anyways.
And Burnley had to that. I think they only conceded like 16 goals last season in the championship. They're like the Centurions. I want to say they had 100 points and they only conceded that's a crazy stat. They play more games than in the Prem and they only conceded in 16 of those or 16 goals, and all of that's crazy. So they're going to be set up defensively, and they're going to be resolute defensively. Will we be able to break them down? Listen, they'll be okay with getting out of there with a point. That's the other thing. Where we need 3 points bad, some of these other guys are like, we'll take a point against Man United. Hell, shit. What the fuck? We'll pretend make them play football and park the bus. We'll be okay. 2 banks of 5, yeah, set it up. And if we can hit them on a break, we'll do that because we know we can. We know one ball over the top in any direction is going to put pressure on that back line, or one man running fast like we saw Alanga do last year. One man running fast as hell can just break lines and not be that. Casey, I ain't heard from you in a while. What you think? Quit smoking spliffs.
I agree with my G over here. I think I've played on, and I hate to relate it to American sports, but I played on teams where the players don't believe in the defense we're playing. And for example, this 2-man midfield shit, since last year we've been on it. We're just getting overrun. If Alex Iwobi can come after the game and say, we know exactly what Manchester United is going to do. Okay.
Marco Silva said
Marco Silva said the same thing. What do you think Burnley's going to give us this weekend? Burnley's going to be like, guys, don't make it difficult. Look what this team did. The beating Manchester United Football Club, in my mind, you just have to have effort, energy, courage, and just know you pass the ball to the midfield, there will be space. That's a guarantee to beat Manchester United Football Club. I don't know whose fault that is. I know the coach, like you said, Mikey, needs to stop being so. Listen, coaches are going to be stubborn. That's why they're coaches. That's why they're coaching on that level. But you have to be able to say, "Oh shit, this ain't working." I'm found out. You can't. If you're gonna die on this sword, you gonna die on this sword. But the thing is, big clubs if y'all said it, all the big clubs we named, they'd be like, this coach ain't learning. We got to get rid of dude right now. Because right now. I just think if he just changes his midfield, if he went with a 3-3-5, it'd be a lot easier. 3-5-2, it'll be a lot easier. Maybe we're not knowledgeable enough about the game, but bro, when you're having 3 versus 1 in the midfield, and I saw it twice today, and that's only Ross Clot, Puss Clot, Grimsby Town that we ain't played since World War II.
1905.
You got to understand, teams are looking at us in the Premier League like, man, we're not stunting these dudes. They're not worried. We
don't have a winning record against them either. For as long as we have.
we didn't beat them the last time we played them.
Yeah, exactly. Just FYI.
For your information. But that's all it is. I'm simple. I would love for him to just to humble himself and understand that he will get fired. Because right now he's gonna wake up to tomorrow with this fan base. Man, today I've heard Amorim out the most ever in his time here.
It was the worst.
And then Talk Sports going to slate him tomorrow. ESPN News is going to slate him tomorrow. DR Sports is going to slate him tomorrow. Mark Goldberg is going to slate him tomorrow.
I'm going to slate him tomorrow.
So the thing is, what are you going to do? Have your ego and be like, I'm sticking to the system? No, you're going to be in the win, bro. Because
he said that. He said, I'm going to die with this.
He's got 3 more games left. Burnley, Chelsea City. You're clotted. So
I don't even think he's got that long, to be honest.
I think he has a little longer, only because like after Burnley, depending on what happens with Burnley, because good lord,
well,
after
we got
Burnley,
international break.
so that'll cool off a little. Things will cool off. There'll be some playoff. There'll be some play. Some cup qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers, and go from there. I just wanted to touch the one piece that exists real quick, and then we'll get Ronaldo, and then back to Ezra D. I know you've been waiting a while, Ronaldo. You're looking real tired. You want to go to sleep? You know what I'm saying?
Ronaldo was up late last night
This
with
group of
us.
players are capable of playing any sort of formation, 4-3-3, 3-5-2, whatever you put ahead, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, they're professionals.
That's crazy to think because it's like,
That's bullshit.
then what? So we shouldn't play the game at all?
That's bullshit.
So we should just say, fuck it, just go ahead. Straight down to
Oh, I didn't read
relegation.
that right. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, something has to work. That's
I
gonna.
think this place.
These are not the worst players you ever seen in your life. These are not.
Wait
These
a
guys.
Wait a minute. This person is saying these players are not capable of playing the different. What do they play for Brazil? What do they play for Argentina? What do they play for Uruguay? They don't play.
I'm glad you said that point.
Okay,
They
go
don't
ahead,
play.
Ronaldo. Take it away.
Go ahead, Ronaldo. Sorry.
I would pull Ruben on the shoulder and be like, yo, these bitches are bitches and they think you a bitch and they don't want to do what you tell them to do. They're not listening to instructions. You said all these players, they play in different locations, right? Bruno plays as an 8 for Portugal. I know they got 3 in the midfield. But he plays there in the 8. So he knows positional discipline. Why the fuck you can't do it for Man United? Well, we need it the most right now. And if you want to go further earlier, my suggestion was to keep Bruno at the 10 and recruit accordingly. Get 2 hard-back midfielders because that's the next thing. I know a midfield 2 can work if people are strong, they're running, they're keeping to their assignments and doing the simple things and not taking risks. Kante and Matic won a league in 2014 with those 2 hard back men in the middle, shutting shit down.
And Victor Moses playing right wing back.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Ruben. It's either they ship out, or we get guys like Baliba or whoever else. Let them come in and we'll show them how to play it.
Some of the comments are wild.
It's a wild place, man. It's a wild place. You know what I'm saying? It's a wild place. So, as I see you pointing and looking a little. Go ahead, my brother.
It's like if he could fuck City over 4-1 in the Champions League with a 2-man midfield, why it can't work in the Prem with Sporting Lisbon players? And he destroyed City with 2 in the midfield. It's not the system. We don't have the tools for the system. So we're going to give up him 9 months. I said this earlier too this week. 9 months is a pregnancy and we're malnourishing the kid right now. We don't have the steel in the midfield. We don't. So until that happens, in my best hearts of heart, I can't sack you, Ruben. Until they give you your tools. And if they don't and you keep failing, it is what it is.
Dad of Caesar, hit that link and join. I want to hear from you live. Hit that link and join. You don't gotta have a camera. Guys, y'all don't have to have a camera to get on. You can just have your voice on.
Just talk.
Ronaldo,
just make sure you're clear.
Yeah, Brian.
Go ahead, Maggie. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What? But being that we don't have the midfield, why would you not adjust the system and put 3 in?
Well,
it seems logical. Going from the logic, it's like I don't have the midfield to do this 2-man midfield, so don't do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's his system. This is the way he wants to play, and it's still early. If we want to talk about betting a system, it doesn't take, it's not automatic.
No, I agree with you. It's only been 9 months. I agree with you on that,
brother.
I agree. Yeah. I will feel comfortable with a 3, but we've done this dance for the last 10 years, and I don't want to cater to the fucking players anymore, man. I don't want to do that shit.
Can I ask you something, Ronaldo?
Respect.
You said you're saying it's early in the season. Remember last night we were saying
early in the tenure. That's what I mean. It's not even a year yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Because in some ways it's hard for us to remove
It's a fucking
last
extension.
season.
We talked about that
Yeah,
last night.
it
It
feels
feels
like
like
it's
it's
the
one
last
right.
season, and this season is still connected in a
Yeah.
way. Okay, all right, sorry. Respect to you.
But yeah, that's my. I don't want to give in to the players anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm with that. I'm with that 100%.
I like what you said. How come Bruno can have defensive discipline for Brazil? I
Yo,
mean, not for
Portugal.
Brazil, for Portugal, but for
Ooh.
us, he's just a mad thing.
You
So
know
this
why?
is a
Because
coach.
Ronaldo would break his fucking neck. That's why.
Yeah.
Is
Okay,
it?
so
There's a link.
So leaders is another thing too, right? We were talking
Is it
about
the
leaders.
captaincy?
He also
He
plays in the
thinks he's
midfield
got
three.
carte blanche.
can I land? Can I
He also
land?
plays in the midfield three for Portugal.
Can I
Yep.
land, Mikey? So when I was saying Bruno's a bad captain, what I meant is not a bad captain's word. Sometimes captains talk to the team more than the coach does. So the team takes the identity of your captain in some cases. Roy Keane was crazy, he broke legs, but you know that whole team was tough. They worked hard and they
Oh my
backed each other.
fucking god! The whole
So
team
Roy,
full of fucking Hall of
okay,
Famers.
okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But why can't Cunha be a Hall of Famer?
Bruh, Ezra
But
D.
anyway, but
Listen,
anyway,
When you gotta
we'll
make
get
a
off the
goal.
cap. My whole
what
thing
are we
is
talking about?
I've been in some professional big locker rooms. Captains, the team sometimes takes the identity of their captain more than the coach because the captains talk to the players. I've never been in a European football locker room, so maybe I shouldn't speak on it. I'm out. Maybe they don't talk to each other, but I know in other locker rooms, the captains are the ones talking to the players every minute before the
No,
game.
There
ask
is
anyone.
somewhat of a language barrier when you're talking European football.
What are we
A
talking
little bit.
about?
A little bit.
I'm done on the captain thing. I'm
What
done
are
with
we
it.
talking about? We're talking.
I don't,
Oh,
I'm done with
we
it.
went
I'm
from
done
the
with it.
topics to like is what are we talking about?
Well, I'm just knowing
He
that
not even yes or no.
Ronaldo said it, and my G in the corner said like right. Sometimes the captains have more identity on the team. That's all I'll
Okay.
say for my argument. But you're telling me that I don't want to get into it. I'm done.
I'm saying we're set up badly, and we're getting exposed because we're set up badly, and it don't matter what kind of leader
Yeah,
you
that's
are.
a big thing. That's a
Not
big
set
thing.
up, if you're not set up right. That's what I'm
No, no, I'm
saying.
not. You're right. You're right.
You're
I'm
set
right.
up incorrectly. So I can have fucking Michael Strahan as our captain, but if we goddamn playing the wing T, we might not win. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
fact. That's
You
fact.
know? But yeah. So Ezra D, you had some things you wanted to look like you wanted to tap in and chime in with some things. Go
It's
ahead.
it's it's
Yeah,
emotional times
that
for
comment
Manchester United.
about the guy that said that doesn't matter what formation these players play.
No.
The comment that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like these guys are professional footballers at the end of the day. Like they
Fact.
kick ball. They kick ball for a living. They get paid to kick ball. Like this whole it doesn't matter what I don't buy into that. Like yeah, like we've seen them. We've seen them play a 4-3-3 with Ten Hag. We've seen them play a 4-2-3-1 with Ten Hag. We've seen all these other formations with these past managers.
Mhm.
But to say that they can't play, I don't buy into that. This system, like I said, I think that it's not the system, it's his interpretation of the system. Because Glasner, the Crystal Palace manager, he plays the same system. He plays a 3-4-3. And look how hard it is to beat Crystal Palace. Like we struggle against Crystal Palace, and a lot of teams struggle against Crystal
Oh, okay.
Palace.
Is
Their
it?
game, it's very hard to play against Crystal Palace. They just won the charity shield against Liverpool. They had a really good game. Who were their first two games in the season? I don't think they lost yet. I think they had like a draw and a win, if I'm not mistaken.
About
They're
to
a really
check.
good team.
I think they're at
It's
4 points. I think you're
They
right.
drew. They drew to Pal. Well, they
they
hosted Palace
drew,
and they drew.
so they drew.
And
Okay, so they
two
haven't
draws.
lost this
They have two
season. Yeah.
points. They have 2 points.
2 points.
2
Okay.
points.
Yeah, and and then watching the way they play, they're really hard to break down. It's really hard to play against them. But then again, they have strong, experienced Premier League players. They have a very experienced manager who by the way, he won shit. He won shit with Frankfurt. He won a trophy with the Frankfurt, the team in the Bundesliga. But like I said, he plays the 3-4-3. And I feel like if Amorim wants to stick with, he can play a different system. He can play if he wants to play the three at the back. Because my thing is, I think he's a coward. This manager, I'm gonna be very honest with you. The way he plays the system It's very cowardly playing left backs at left wing back. There should be wingers there. Like Ahmad, yes, he's a winger. Wait, actually, I'm glad that I just said that. I wanted to bring this to you guys.
Mhm.
How do you feel about Mbumo playing the wing back and Ahmad playing in the 10?
The way they've been crossing up so far, it feels like they both kind of
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
But
But
I feel like
I
Ahmad's
like it.
faster.
You
need the
put
faster.
one player for their play styles. Their play styles are actually oddly similar enough that it's not like last year, right? We were saying, yo, Ahmad playing the 10, and then the stats was showing us that at right wing back, he was actually, with the space that he's able to get and the way he's able to operate in that space, he was actually more effective at that point or at that time. So I think Mbumo is the same kind of guy. He's just more lethal in front of the goal. I need him closer to the goal. I need him
More
closer.
direct.
Yeah.
And I think Ahmad is the faster runner, even though he's he's
Ahmad
smaller
might be
than
faster.
Mbumo, he's quicker to run back. So I rather Monday. I mean, that's another thing. My transfer window, I could have stuck with Bruno and Ahmad up top and strung up the whole middle four with actual wingers that could track back and defend and 2 hard back center mids. Okay.
I'm there. And Bumo is overweight at the moment. You got to stop looking at these memes because he did not look overweight today.
No, that's
No,
not right.
this comment right here, formation shouldn't matter when you're playing against Grimsby Town. Absolutely, I agree with you because I'm not totally I'm not fully on the. It's not all on Amorim. These players, the shit that I've seen today, that was a fucking disgrace. Honestly, that was fucking disgraceful what we witnessed today. Like we lost against a team in the 4th tier of English football. I'm gonna say that one more time.
4 out of 5.
The 4th tier, and I don't know if any of you knew this, but that team that we lost to today, they're actually undefeated.
Yep.
They haven't lost a game yet.
Gary Neville said that. Yeah, they're a good team.
I can see why. They're playing.
We came to their stadium and we played as if like they were beneath us. They're not beneath these players. These players are shit. A lot like yes. So do we have some good players? No. Listen. We have some good players. I believe we have a few good players.
Okay.
Not all these, because all we did was bring in 3 players. We signed Cunha, we signed Mbumo, and we signed Sesko. We in who did we push out? Nobody has been sold yet. We got players. We got players supposedly going out on loan. Okay, cool. These players finished 15th, along with this manager. Yes, but these players finished 15th. As much as I think his tactics suck, some of these players are horrible. Like Diego Delo, Casemiro, Mason Mill.
DJ Copper, you got company.
I got a bud. Yeah, we got a friend to introduce you to. You guys are gonna be buddies. There he is.
Wait, who?
That is
This
insane.
guy right here. This is your new best friend.
Radio.
I saw him in Atlanta. He wasn't overweight. You got to stop. He's not overweight. Stop. 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 We saw him in Atlanta. I was sitting in the front row. He wasn't overweight. Stop this. That's how narrative gets started. We just start saying things that's not true. That's not true.
Belly breathing is an actual athletic breathing technique.
He's not overweight at all.
It is. Like Tour de France cyclists do that shit.
Run faster than him. I'm sure you can't. I'm more than sure.
One picture was Photoshop.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm right there with you, bro. I just feel like we should have been able to sleepwalk and beat these guys, right? And I feel like now, see me, I don't get into all the mentality, blah, 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 too tough because like that's all speculation. I'm gonna go with what I see and what's happening and the result of those things. And I have to go Amorim for me could not lose this game. And just like you said, like my boy earlier from Jersey said, it's the principle of the thing. It's the principle of the thing that you lose a final. And the principle of the thing that you come in and we lose 2 games and now we're out of the Carabao Cup in the second round. Right? It's the principle of the thing that you've only won 7 out of 29 Premiership games. It's the principle of the thing that you had 30 points in December and only ended with what, 42 in May. You know what I'm saying? It's the principle of the thing that you cannot survive with this kind of thing, no matter what system that you play. You do not get a God-given right to do that. You're right. You don't get some kind of because I'm building this system. I'm building this, and Ineos pick me and da da da. No. And somebody said earlier, it was like you're going backwards by sacking him. You'll be going backwards. Y'all say this all the time, and I reiterate: every other team does this. They're going to sack until they get somebody new that can work it out. That's how it works. We've just been blessed with having one manager for 26 years. That's an anomaly in today's time. That's an anomaly. That is the outlier. Okay, we had one manager that won everything for 26 years. I saw it for a good chunk of my life. I was watching that. Okay, we all saw it. That's the reason a lot of us are here. That is the outlier. You'll never get that again in world football again. I think the closest thing to it is Pep. As long as he's been at City, and he's been at City what? 10 years?
Arsene Wenger had a similar. I think Wenger was.
Yeah, but right now the closest thing.
As much as fucking
Fergie.
Fergie.
Right now, yeah.
He didn't. You'll never have that again. But as far as talk your stuff, Unc. That's the first time we call Unc. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's what it is. So we're so fucked up in the head with this one thing, like having Bill Belichick. We're so fucked up from having Belichick for so long that we still look at the Patriot way every day. And it's like, it's not that. It's not that. People sack and they figure it out. That's how it's going to happen. It took Ferguson 7 years to win something. Come on, bro. Ferguson showed a steady progression every year. He didn't have the worst finish. He didn't have the worst finish in Man United history. He didn't lose a Europa League title. He didn't win 7 games out of 29. He didn't get put out by Grimsby Town.
Another point to help you, Mikey, is in Fergie's time, it was Fergie and David Gill running the whole operation. Now we got like 20 people running a whole football operation. These guys were the scouts. They were the directors of football. It's a different time. So when you get all this resources behind a coach, you might have to kick the coach out. Because someone said it earlier, we do have good people in the office now.
And we have flexible players. The damn excuse in the back used to be, they're Ten Hag's players. They're Ollie's players. They're gonna. Now we have players that can fit any system that you want them to run in a Euro, Delict, Cunha, all of these guys that scored 20 and some odd goals last season. They can do something, but I just think this play style and philosophy that this guy wants us to use or wants them to use is not working. And I just think that's that's easy to say. There's enough evidence now. Last week, I would have been like, what did I say this on Monday, Ronaldo? I said, we need time. We still need players. We need time. We still need to figure it out. We look good against Arsenal. Maybe we could take that into next week. Don't know. We'll see. What happened? What happened?
I was willing to give him 10 games, but I can't anymore.
We said 10 games at the start of the season. Like, if you go back and watch, I said, the first 10 games of the season will dictate if he's going to be here or not. We're 3 games in.
Even then, I was Amorim out, because it's like, you look at it and it's like, we lost to Tottenham in a European final, and the manager that won them their first trophy in 17 years was sacked.
A depleted Tottenham.
He was fired. And the manager who lost that final to that Tottenham team kept his job. Make that make sense? And then the manager they hired after they fire Ange is undefeated in the league. Undefeated in the league and no goals conceded. Second in the league right now, only to Arsenal. And the only reason why they're first in the league, Arsenal, is because we didn't score a goal. The goal difference is the reason why they're first. Like it's uncanny. It doesn't make sense. You don't spend $200 million on a front line. Have two players that are like gifted. Those two, Cunha and Šeško, no, not Cunha and Bumo alone. They scored together almost as many goals as we scored in the league last season as a team.
Yep.
Let that sink in.
Yeah,
and we can't create solid chances with those two players in the system. The entire fan base was twerking for these guys. Like, I don't. You can't convince me otherwise. I was losing my shit when I found out we were linked to these guys.
Yeah,
Wait,
fact.
no.
The day that he scored from that free kick, that direct free kick, and fucking embarrassed us on national television, and
Who you talking
did that little samba shit he did when he celebrated. I was like, yo, go get that guy. We got him, and look at where we are.
Who
We're crying out for other shit. Like this is disgrace.
are we talking about?
Cunha, when he scored from the free kick against us.
The
Against us for
corner.
I'm talking about
Wolverhampton.
last year when he was at
Oh
Wolves.
yeah, I keep saying free kick.
You
Corner.
didn't
My
want
bad. My
Cunha
bad.
is what you're saying? You saying you didn't want Cunha?
No, I
No, you
did
said
want
you
Cunha.
wanted him. You wanted
Okay.
him.
The moment I saw that, I was like, yo, go get this guy.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
This
Cunha's a gunman. Him and Boo are gunman.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
little
Like he's
wanker right here said Grimsby today is spelled relegation wrong, so your comment is bullshit. Lamar, you got if you got to spell it right.
Relations tomorrow? Shit.
Come on, man.
Let's go Thursday.
Mikey, don't diss nobody for spelling. You know I be
I know him.
out crazy.
I know him. I know him. This him. I know him.
Come on, man. Y'all know y'all be killing me from spelling, and I'm reading better since my last concussion. By the way,
Oh, and knocked some sense into you. That's what happened.
Got that right eye straight. You're not off.
that's funny as hell.
Watch exactly. You are talking dribble. I don't know what you mean by that.
Watch.
Exactly.
Just elaborate. We don't want to. We want to feel what you're saying. Elaborate.
I don't know what you mean by that. Watch. Well, yeah, I don't think you're disrespecting nobody for saying they're overweight. I just disagree. I don't think they're overweight.
I don't think that's an issue either.
What is wrong with y'all?
We all can hope, right?
Damn.
No.
Why you think he took the number 24 instead of 1? That's true. Okay. I wonder what.
Onana, don't even talk about Onana. Right?
Nacho, Sancho, Anthony, Casemiro. That's why we can't buy a keeper and goalkeeper. Okay, yeah. I think now, what do you guys think now about, we're about an hour and 30 minutes in. What do you guys think now about the look for a goalkeeper now? Because it's evident now. It's clear as day now we need that young boy to come on in. Pause.
I'm just gonna swing it to y'all this. If we still have 3 versus 1 in the attack, your goalie's going to be under pressure regardless.
Yep.
Our problem, Onana's dog shit.
You know what happened here, though? Onana got beat at the near post, and then he fucking missed a punch today. If you want to say both of those goals are on him, I'm okay with that. But one for sure, and him missing that punch.
That punch, that was stupid.
We can yell at Onana all we want, and deservedly so, but he ain't the sole problem. No, but he's a big chunk of it. He's in the goal, and he's giving up the goals. And his reflexes today on that near post was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all.
My grandma saves that.
That ball right there. He dove over the ball.
He dove over the ball, didn't get his arm down.
And it was late. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Terrible.
You shouldn't get beat at the near post. Listen here, people get beat at the near post all the time. Okay, but the reaction, he kind of watched it go, then he went, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Wonder saved that shit.
Just like he dives early for the PKs.
Get your foot down.
And dive the wrong way.
I'll trade him for Grimsby Town's keeper all day right now. Honestly,
he didn't.
That
guy had a good game.
He let through 11 penalties as well.
Here's my wildest question for y'all. How bad do you have to play for people checking you for point shaving?
He got his hand on 6 of those penalties, or like 5 of those penalties, and still let them in. Like it's bad.
He jumps over I'm looking at it like, bro,
bitch ass hand.
Your job is to goal keep, and you're doing it like you need glasses. Like I feel like he should go get his eyes checked. Maybe
that's why I said Stevie Wonder saved that shit. Like,
yeah, he probably need the
LASIK
that he got.
How many went off his hands and he couldn't keep it out?
Damn,
but it's
weak ass hands, man.
5.
I don't know. I don't know.
One of them was
too much
on
in his name, but That's how situation is dire right
Nah.
now. Shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
Onana is very smutty right now.
You
Guys,
got
we
your
got a lot
midfield. You got your
Facebook.
midfield getting smoked.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mikey.
We got a lot of people watching on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. X. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you enjoyed the show, hit the subscribe button. We're here 3 times a week. This is actually an emergency one, but this is the most common.
Emergency staff meeting. Yeah.
This is definitely an emergency. It's what I'm in Atlanta. It's 10:30 at night, so it's definitely we have to talk about today. It's crazy, but make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that, share. So we on all the time, and we do all kinds of stuff. So thank you for joining us tonight. Just wanted to go ahead and say thank you for that. It's great conversation. But yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I got caught up in your speech. I got he had like 3 or 4 of those PKs went off his hands, and you don't have to get all of them. Like, I understand, but weak ass hand, he'd get both hands on it and it'd still go through. One hand, like, okay, but you get both mitts on this son of a bitch, and so for our problem is our midfield gets smoked. You got DeLitter, Maguire in the center, probably on the back line, which neither of them are winning any sprints. And then you got this no goalkeepers that can stop a goddamn shot. And so it's just like this perfect storm. Like, send it over, make their center backs, and then the wingers are coming in. And so they got us split out wide, so they got us spread out. They're playing width. And then boom. Who you got in goal? You got Onana, you got Binder. I was calling for Heaton today. In one way, I'm glad because Onana was bitching about not playing. Now you played. You really let 4 fucking things by you that you should have stopped.
That's the end of his
2 of them were called back, and one of them, if there was VAR, was a handball, to be fair. But at the same time, you didn't stop this shit. And there was a cross that went over, and he was just expecting
You are so
our
nasty.
center defender to head it. He didn't really head it, and the ball just went right across in the second half. Ball just went. If there was a left winger for Grimsby Town, they would have won it. He wouldn't even gone to PKs because this guy's not owning his box. Like, I can't. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Let me say this. Let me ask this: who was our best player today?
Kobe Manu.
Kobe Manu.
Maguire. Maguire had a good game. Maguire had a good game. Aside from the goal, Maguire was pretty solid.
I'm gonna give it to Maguire. He runs down and stops the 1-on-1, and then he gives us the game-winning goal. He defended pretty resolute, so I'm gonna give it to Maguire.
Maguire is amazing.
Some fucking crazy positions, and then just give up some of these one-touch passes he was trying. And I was just like, yeah, I don't know, bro. You were just bitching about not playing, and then you come out and do this. I don't know.
This is why you ain't playing, fool.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chief.
Amorim's comment about the players showing he doesn't have to speak because the players showed everything today.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That is directly at Onana, because he gave Onana a lifeline.
You know what that is?
He gave Onana a lifeline, and Onana burnt that motherfucker. Onana's like, fuck you. Thanks.
Onana's going to West Ham, hopefully. Ship that fucker.
Onana had no business starting.
You're on the way.
He had no business started. And coach gave him a lifeline.
That was a Heaton game.
The coach.
Enjoy that shit.
That comment is for Onana. I'm sure.
Is Tom Heaton?
I don't think so.
Is Tom Heaton fucking somebody that Amorim knows? Because
that's what I'm saying. He should have got the start today.
Give him the start. Like, fuck, what else can we do? What can we do? I have to say, though, your knowledge on us is incredible. Generally impressed. Would not know anything American rugby or that game you play on ice. Can I come on? Yeah, you can come on next time. I was trying to get you on today if you just use the link. I got the link right now. That's how Ezra D right here. This is first time coming on. I think commented before in the past, but like this is first time being on here.
I was here before in the
Just
comments
for
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want y'all to come on and like we have regulars. Rajat's a regular. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
like,
this
Get in the
we
mix.
all about the fans,
this
man.
for
We all
the, this
about the
for the man
supporters.
them. Yeah, this is for supporters. This ain't that the other shows. This is for the people. Like we want to talk to the people. We want y'all to fucking say crazy shit. Like how you feel, however you feel.
Yeah,
Or
tell the truth.
all of us here are supporters. We got day jobs. We don't.
We had a motherfucker say earlier that I would get stabbed because I called what you call is a grease head. I didn't call him a grease ball. I said his hair is greasy. That's it. I don't even have hair, so I'm the last person to talk. Anywho,
That's crazy, by the way.
I think it's pretty much. I'm gonna be real with y'all guys. Ezra, thanks for joining us tonight, man. Appreciate you.
Of course.
We'll have you back on again. You know what I'm saying? We want to do more stuff in the week with Academy and all the women's game and all that stuff. So we'll have more streams and all that good stuff. We cover Man United in total, so not just.
Shout out to the women. They had a good win.
Yes.
Ezra, where you from? Where's Ezra from, by the way?
Yeah, where you from, bro? Shout out to where you from.
Philly, born and raised, brother. Come on.
Hey, we got Jersey, Philly.
But I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, I didn't want to hear the wrong.
Side.
East Coast niggas is breaking in because we had Jersey, we had Philly, we had everybody like I guess it's something this side. Yeah, it's this side. So I'm repping Atlanta. I'm from New York originally. I know same thing with Ronaldo and same thing with Cheese in LA. So these are the LA guys here.
Wait,
so
who's from Millennium?
We like to have everybody, yo. We like that. And then y'all can come to our supporters clubs. It's all love. And we get you a pint. So I think we covered everything today. Anything y'all want to leave us off with? Anything y'all want to leave us off with? Anything that y'all want to say in particular that you didn't get a chance to say? I know we had a lot of people on. You know what I'm saying? We'll start with you, Ezra.
Sack this manager. Get a manager that plays 4-2-3-1. Get Kobe Mano in the team. Have a go.
Fair enough.
That's a good shout.
I'll say, yo, Amorim out. It's been a good one. Thank you for nothing. I'm sorry that it ended this way. I think you're a good dresser. I think you are.
Paul Smith is active.
You're a very fly guy, but as far as football, you can go back to Portugal with that shit you're doing there. I'm not fucking with that. So sorry, bro. I gave you a chance here. Now, if they don't sack you and you change it, fine. I'll eat shit. But I don't see it. I just don't see it. Come on, guys. Who else?
I'm going to say, have strength tomorrow, all Reds. How you believe is how you believe. Don't get swayed. Don't get extra swayed. But just remember, we support this club, and tomorrow people are going to be foul. They're going to come at us crazy, and that's okay. But you just remember, no matter what they say, because tomorrow when we wake up, y'all know when we wake up tomorrow, it's active. It's active.
Have you seen my TikTok, nigga?
It's been active.
I will say one more thing. I do have one more thing to say.
The only football thing I hear about today is our game.
Nah, yo, fuck this team. Shout out to Ghostface Killer for dropping Supreme Clientele 2.
Yeah, that's a great album, by the way.
French Montana for being engaged to some princess of Dubai.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Another
You
big up
TMZ
French Montana, the real winner of today. Man.
He been with her though for months. What are you late, bro?
Wait, but he like officially engaged or something today. I just
been engaged, bro.
He was
been
dating
engaged
for a long time.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking this. So like it came out saying like they got engaged. I thought they were engaged. Like what?
They've been
really
engaged,
weird.
bro.
Right,
and
bro.
like I don't know why like that report came out against
that made
it.
my day.
Nigga,
I was 2 years old.
Once you fuck a princess, you engaged, bro. The minute you fuck her, you
Well,
engaged.
yeah, you ain't wrong about
You a
that.
legend first, but then you engaged.
I'm gonna leave you with this. Rest in peace, Purple Aki. If you don't know who Purple Aki is, get on YouTube and type in Purple Aki, and I'm telling you, He ain't a nice guy.
Mikey.
I read the Wikipedia. I'm not watching that.
I don't know if I would call him a legend. Is all I'm
He
saying.
is terrified the Scousers and the Manchester man there for years. He was found dead in Toxteth today. So look up for Mikey if you want a little YouTube before you go to bed. Anything else?
I do want to
Everybody
say one
have
more.
a good night. Sleep tight.
Back your
do wanna
side.
say
Get your
one more
rest.
thing.
Stay
Back your
hydrated.
side. GGME.
Get ready for more pain on Saturday.
Sufferman era.
Take it one day at a time,
Right.
folks. Just one day at a time.
No, what are you talking
Sufferman
about?
built
The
it.
There we
good
can't
days
hang
are
our
coming.
hat on
Sufferman
anything.
made this stuff.
The good days are coming. What are you talking about?
It's coming.
The good days are coming.
Good day, nigga. We still in the storm, bro.
Be looking for the good days.
Yeah, right.
Ruben Amorim. Come on, y'all know the words.
Yeah.
Come on, sing it.
Man, I've sang that
Be
song so
positive.
much.
Be positive. Back the team. Back the squad. What are you talking about? What's
No,
all
I'm being positive.
what's all
I
the
like this
negativity
guy,
for?
Mikey. I like this guy.
What's all the
I like this
negativity
guy.
for? Come on.
Keep it
What's all
Back
the
the Reds. Top
negativity
Reds in the
for?
chat. Come on, man.
Top Reds
100%.
in the chat. That's
I'm
amazing.
still in the shower coping. Oh my god.
I don't want to know what that means.
Yeah.
I immediately
I'll-
pictured Ace Ventura.
Yo,
Thank you
that's
for thank you for chatting in
I'm
the
about to go
shower.
do something that makes me happy.
yeah. Okay. Hey, let's everybody saying how they feel right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the show.
And
Thank you
this.
everybody for
Peace,
joining.
peace.
Like, comment,
LA.
subscribe before you get out of here.
Love.
LA.
Shout out to everybody. To Just Kareem for joining. All love, y'all, man. Thank you so much for today. And like, yo,
The
keep the
Jibs.
faith up the fucking Reds. Stay tuned. We'll have something for y'all Saturday, man. Until next time.
See you
LA Red
Friday.
Army, stand up.
Hammer 'em out.